Hello friends, it's Astro here, and we are back. Back in Prison Architect, back in Warden mode. We've got number one here, cruising around in Max Keck. The Chief's hanging out in his office. The dogs are checking the front door and making sure that all of these staff meals are being sniffed at correctly. There are no liver treats in these staff meals, much to our canine friends' disgust. Meredith's doing her thing in here. She's actually not doing much at the moment. She's just pottering about. If I have a look in here, yeah, she's not got anything here. So, do you know what? Let's get land expansion underway, because I think we're getting to the point where maximum security is going quite well. But without expanding our grounds, we're not going to be able to do too much more with this. And even at this point, I'm not sure how well we're handling our entire workload. So we'll come back and check on the efficiency of this later on. I'd like to keep an eye on how prisoners are getting fed to make sure that that's happening correctly, because once that is all working correctly, I think what we need to do next is, you know, make sure that all this is good. Great. Hey, look, there's a power saw going on. Awesome. How you doing, Knowles? Our one and only workshop technician, doing his thing. Got these guys hanging out in the library. Whoa. Oh, jeez. Oh. It was the end of work time and they lunged straight for me. I thought they were going to do me. Alright, so that's all taken care of. Everyone's having their food at the moment, so we'll just peer in from the door here and see how things are going. It looks like meals are pretty good. We could probably do with another serving table, I would say. So when they all finish up here and bugger off, we'll have a look. Oh, actually, look, 96%. That's perfect. That's excellent. I'm happy with that. Totally happy. Which means that the number of... Oh, no, look, there's still food on the table. Beautiful. So the number of cookers that we have here is totally sufficient for the number of dudes. I would say that we probably need another sink, just to be on the safe side. Let's what am I doing? It's in objects. So we'll grab another sink. Zoom in. There we go. When you zoom in, it highlights everything for you, which is awfully handy. So we'll just pop that there. I'm pretty sure the pipe should already be hooked up to it. Yep, okay, that should be fine. So it's going to have hot water when it arrives. And that should help us get through these messy plates a little bit easier. Okay, so that's nice and efficient. Cameras are all set up. Everything's phone taps. Good. Alright, back to our next plan. So, 30 license plates, going to have to wait on that. Tool cleanup is what we're currently working on, and that'll net us 20 grand, which would be pretty nice. I think if we have 20 grand, we can then maybe look at expanding the prison. I'm not sure if we'd do it to the north or south, or maybe we go across the road. Ooh. Yeah, when we unlock land expansion. Maybe we'll go across the road and maybe we'll build like a normal sec wing or a a min sec wing. We'll see. See how we feel. Okay, so let's have a look at the supply of stolen tools and weapons. And so normally we go into dangers. Alright, so weapons, improvised. Knife, fork, spoon. Okay. So tools and weapons. So these would be considered weapons in the kitchen. The club, that would be considered a weapon. And then over here, oh yeah, look. So all of this stuff, the scissors from here, yep, all of this stuff is fairly dangerous. So we need to remove the supply of stolen tools and weapons. How do we do that? Do you know what? I honestly don't know. Okay, cool. So now I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually done this one before. So look, there's two things that we can do here. First thing is we can... what time is it? 9 AM. Alright, we'll wait until night time and we'll bust out another shakedown. The next thing we're going to do is we'll just go down here. Skirt around here. See if anyone's in solitary. Okay, so no one's in solitary at the moment. So we're going to have to wait and see if anyone... Howdy, guys. You got your teach going on here? Nice, well done. So... we'll just keep an eye out in solitary and see if anyone can be recruited as a CI. And that way we can use them to keep an eye and figure out what's the location of, you know, where the goodies are coming from. So, first of all, let's do a quick shakedown. Okay, so I can already see that there's some scissors and a pair of shears that are going to get picked up in this. Does that fix it up? We may never know. So, I'll let that run, and we'll see how it goes. So, in the meantime, come through here. Everyone's going to be really pissed off after this. Although, amazingly, the temperature in this prison is actually quite low. Like, everyone's fairly happy. Someone's locked in their cell or in solitary. So, let's check solitary. Good eye. Yes! Look at this guy. Okay. So we're going to intelligence here. Informants. What about you? No, you're tough and fearless, so you don't want to be... Oop. Got two more in. Good, and they're both strong. Oh no, they were just cleaning. Alright. So we'll see if anyone else gets picked up during the search. And hopefully they'll get brought in here. Oh, there are actually a few goodies about. Another screwdriver. Some scissors. What was that? Another phone or a lighter? I'm not sure. So we'll just see if anyone else comes in, and hopefully we can pick up another a confidential informant, which can help us to track down where all of these. Oh yeah, there's scissors in there. That makes sense for cutting bandages and whatnot. All right. So I don't quite know what's happening here. I guess we'll just keep searching and see what goes on. Don't know. Alright, look. Let's abandon that one for the time being. Prison manufacturing, tool cleanup, feed all prisoners, reform through education. So I saw a classroom going on in here before. Let's check to see how people are going on that. Foundation education, right, 3 finished, 0 have passed. There's another 3 that are currently doing it. But still no end in sight for that one. It's kinda, yeah, a bit tricky. Alright. Well, that's kinda spoiled my plans there. I was hoping that we could just barrel straight into this and do that straight away, but it doesn't look like that's the case. I'll have to figure that one out and come back to you. But that's fine, because what I've just realised is that we've got $41,000 floating about. Oh! No, we got it! Oh, fantastic. Okay. I'm assuming... God, what am I doing? Running straight through a mess of mean old prisoners. So yeah, we have figured out where the stolen tools were from when we searched this room. And then I'm assuming when we search maybe the infirmary? No, that's been searched. Maybe the kitchen? No, that's been searched as well. So there'll be something else that needs searching, which will hopefully give us the stolen weapons. Alright, well good. Let's just ignore that for now. And if I have a look over here, or run down the road here, so I can actually pick up this next block of land over here, because Meredith has been awfully nice, and she's figured out how to extend our lands and give us a bit more room to maneuver. So let's do this. Let's buy this out. Hey, we did it! Great. $60,000. Let's grab this. Boom. Oh, look at that. Great. Okay. So, here's the fun part. This prison over here is going to kind of take care of itself from here on in. Okay, it's kind of doing its thing. Get rid of that planning block. It's kind of doing its thing, and it doesn't require too much maintenance at this particular point in time. So what we can do is we can start over this side planning out. Let's do a mixed minimum security and minimum. Let's do normal security. So we'll start intaking normal security prisoners. They will be hopefully a little less shirty than these guys are, a little easier to control, and these guys can, yeah, hopefully make us a little bit more cash. Because we're at 64 at the moment, and building this section out, we can then push on. Actually, you know what? We've got a free grant slot here. Let's do it. Cell block C, we're going to get 10 grand in advance, and 20 when we complete it. And all we need to do is bring on, 36 new prisoners? Should be easy. He said, hopefully. So how are we going to do this? Oh, man. Alright. I'd love to be able to switch in and out of Warden mode so that I could do my planning at least. Like if you flip to planning, then you can see everything. But, so I want to line this up here and here. Okay, so that the, not there and there, sorry. Here and here. I got a little bit confused with my planning last time and did some silly things that didn't quite work out, but you know what, I went away, had a quick look at it, and I think that I've come up with a nice solution, a nice little 2x3 cell for everyone, nice 2 big long blocks, big canteen slash common area in the center here, and then we're going to have a little yard at the bottom which will be just tickety-boo. Up the top here, we're going to have a long kitchen, and then a couple of utility rooms spotted about, like, you know, we're going to have a couple of parole rooms and that sort of jazz, and we've got a little bit of solitary here. We shouldn't need too much for these chaps, I hope. But, yeah, so these are going to be our little solitary cells. It should be enough. They'll behave themselves, surely. Okay, so let's have a squiz at this and get this rocking and rolling. So foundations-wise, we're going to go with concrete again, and we're going to build this whole thing and then populate it as we go. So $25,000 for this leaves us with 23. Good. And this little nubbin on the top here. Great. So the parole rooms are going to have a nice view out over the edge of the world there. And we need a a jail door, I should say, to get us underway, which you can pop in there. Excellent. We've still got $20,000, which is nice. So we can get cracking on. I mean, the power station's going to be the most expensive component over here, and then we'll have a couple of capacitors to get us underway. Down to 12 grand. Okay, not too bad. Not too terrible. We're going to need some water coming in, and we're going to need that to come in like this. Great. And you know what? Just run it straight down here. And then straight up here. And that should take care of that. Excellent. Okay. So, what else are we going to need? We're going to need some power. The power's going to need to run across the top here. It's going to need to run across these rooms here. And out to here. Great. Fine. Then it's going to need to come straight down. And then straight down this whole block here. Lovely. So you know what? Let's preemptively put some power out there, because I dare say I'm going to need to put some boilers in. And there'll be one all the way up to here. And we'll put a boiler out here. And And one out here as well. Good. And then we need to extend the large pipes for the boilers. Beautiful. Have a large pipe out to here for that boiler, and this one's already connected up. Good. Okay, so the core utilities are in. Let's also do small pipes into all of the cells. And then up to here. Let's connect that up. So the large pipes are a bit redundant going all the way down, but they do have to feed the boilers, so that's fine. So small pipes for all of the cells there, great. Hot water pipes for all of the cells. Excellent. Okay. We'll loop that at the top there as well. Same goes down this side. We'll have this looping all the way down. Out to where the boiler will be placed, and then back up again. Great. And it can also connect up to where that boiler's going to go. So that'll feed from the top. Possibly overkill, but you know what? Yeah. It's good. It's fun. Ah, bugger. This wasn't supposed to be a foundation. This was supposed to be the yard. So, I'm going to have to wait until that completes before I can delete it. That's okay. I'll just have to remember that that's there. Okay. There's a lot of stuff happening at the moment, which is nice. All of this is just going to slowly build out. We're at 10 grand at the moment. It's minus 3 degrees. It is 6:45 in the morning. The daily cash flow on our prison is pretty good. $710. We're getting $9,600 for our prisoners. $2,000 for our federal grant. And, yeah, looks like we're getting a bonus for 3.7 days without an incident, which is quite nice. Corporation taxes at the moment are 15%. So, $125 a day, which is not too bad. Eventually, we're going to get Artie Meredith to go through and get our offshore tax haven, which will drop that to 1% instead of 15%, which is nice, but I don't obviously have $50,000 to play with at the moment, so yeah, that'll have to come with time. What else do we need? So we're going to need a whole bunch of internal doors in here, internal walls, I should say. So let's build this out. Whoops, you know what? I'm going to put a door in there. We're going to have a parole room here that we can build out and then clone. We're going to have this section across here. No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just build it all out. Bugger it. Rip. Zip. Boom. Get these walls in for our solitary cells. Walls are going in. Excellent. Build out this top section here for each of these cell rows. And we can build out the top... Yeah, we'll just build out this whole row. That's fine. Beauty. Alrighty. So that should take care of itself. Now, how do we, if we jump into foundations here, can we just remove this? Let's find out. And I don't think I can control click that, but that's okay. We'll see what the boys are doing. When they finish rolling out these walls, they'll probably come in and... Oh, gosh. Here we go. Open this up for you. There we go. I'll just stand here for a bit for you. Maybe it might be a good idea to rapidly put in a door servo. And then, while we're looking at this, we can have... The first room for this block can be a staff room. Hey, I'm holding the door open, man. We'll have a staff room there. And then we'll pop in a door control. Alright, which can sort of sit like this. We're going to have a serving table, which is massive. A wide sofa can sort of tuck in, I suppose, here. We need a drinks machine right next to the door control. And then we need an arcade cabinet. I mean, we don't need it, but you know what? I like it. We're also going to need a door, because they can't get in there at the moment to build any of that stuff, which is a bit silly. Large jail door here as well. And a staff door on the power station. Great. So, once... Oh, hang on, I'll hold this for you. There you go, guys. So once this staff room completes, I'll be able to hook up the door control system to this servo. And hopefully that will mean that I won't have to stand here holding the door like a certain character from a certain television series. Cool. Alright. So that takes care of that. Oh, I've just seen, you know. In a large TV. I don't remember buying a large TV. Maybe I did, and then I replaced it with the small ones? Because there's two small ones over in the common room. Okay, here we go. This is in. We can connect this up. Good. So this cell block is going to have its own infrastructure for everything. It's going to have its own door control system. We're going to have our own... all of those bits and bobs that we need. Some stuff probably doesn't need to be duplicated. But, yeah, a lot of it will be. So, let's get these cells built out. We've only got $1,000 up our sleeve. So it's going to be a little bit difficult. Let's leave that for now. We'll build down to here. Oh, look! Okay, great. Lovely. And we'll build a wall across here. Okay, so we're out of cash. But, this is where the yard's going to be. It's going to be, like, there'll be walls and doors, but there'll be an internal yard with a big brick wall here so that they can't even see outside. Beautiful. Okay, so that's starting to come together. We're going to have to wait a little while for some cash to come in so that we can do the rest of it, and we can put all these solitary cells in and build out some parole rooms and get some normal sec dudes in. Ah, speaking of normal sec, let's declare. So, medsec, minsec. Let's do medsec. And this can all be medsec, which should hopefully be fine. Staff room, and that can be staff only, obviously. Good. Okay, and over on this side, we're going to now start classifying all of the... Oh, we didn't do it... Okay, well, that's fine. Visitation, that, yep, great. All of this can all be medium security. Oh, sorry, maximum security. That's done all of that. I want to have an infirmary over there as well. That's only for them, and them, and them. Okay, because we don't want normal sec coming in and mixing with these guys. We want to keep it separated. Whoops. It's so bizarre walking around in this mode and not quite being able to see what's happening. Okay, so workshop and library. That was a power station. Okay, so that needs to be staff only. And then outside here, staff only, access only. Alright, so they're allowed to come through here to get into this door and get to work, do what they need to do. Why are these flashing? Oh, okay. I've run out of CCTV monitors. Or are they just not connected? Utilities. Show wires. Okay, they're just not connected. So I just need to hook those up. Howdy fellas. Excuse me, come through. I think... Okay, and how many did this one have? Less. Okay. So let's use this one to connect these up. feel myself bumping into the prisoners that I can't see out there. Because, yeah, it'd be nice to have these cameras hooked up, I think. Excellent. Oh, that's better. I mean, it's still not the best, because there are too many cameras connected per CCTV monitor, but at least it gives us periodic vision as to what's going on. So if something does start to go pear-shaped, our guards can get in there and deal with it. Good. Oh, and did I change these ones out? Deployment. Yep, okay. Boom, boom. This can... Yeah, you know what, guys? You can come out here. That's fine. Totally fine. Good. Alright, so that's that sorted. So on this side, we're going to need to have another reception. So we might be able to just clone this one up. Not the deliveries. Oh yeah. May as well get a little tiny deliveries section in there. That'll be nice. I've managed to score a radiator somehow, but that's fine. And, oh dear, look at all those tiles going in. Well, I didn't plan that terribly well. Let's get rid of those. And we'll flip them around the other way. So, table, table, desk. Where am I? Office desk. Okay, I can't even afford it. It's a bit of a problem. Okay, so we'll just have to wait for some more cash to come in. Hopefully the parole hearings that are going on over on this side are going to make us some cash too. Let's have a look. Parole... what am I looking for? Programs. Parole hearings. Right, 2 in queue. 9 have passed, 75%. Okay, but there's only 2 that are currently up for parole. So that's going to stifle things a little bit. Alright, so we're dipping into the red. We've got our reception set up here. We've got our deliveries set up, and we've got a staff room to control things. So we can go ahead and check out what's going on in the rest of the prison and see if there's anything else that we can have a look at. There we go. Visitation. Do you know what? What time is it? 4 o'clock in the morning. Shakedown. All these goodies. All this stuff that we can remove. Need to search these sandwiches. Not by eating them, Bob. Yeah, bugger. Okay. So that's all underway. We can make sure that there are no horrible levels of contraband building up in the prison. And while we're here... So let's see, what else have we got? We've got 2 more prisoners coming in at 8 AM, which is nice. We should get a little bit of cash for that, or $2,000 for that, because we get $1,000 per MaxSec prisoner. Do I have, speaking of prisoners, intake? Okay, so I've currently got it set only to MaxSec, which is nice. That should mean that when I build out, whoopsie doodle, when I build out this section over the road here, these cells, when I mark them up, I'll mark them as medium security, and then we shouldn't have them populate until we're ready. We've got 4 families waiting to visit, 10 prisoners passing the Foundation Education course. The last time I checked that, I'll check it again. So, programs, Foundation Education, where is it? 3 finished, no passed. Okay. And these 3 are still ticking along. It's almost there. It's a bit of a... Oh, bloody hell. It's a bit of a bummer that it only happens once a day. But that's fine, I suppose. General education, no one's doing that. We can actually just remove that for now. Wait. Was that costing us money even though no one was doing it? Where is it? So we're at $28.39. Yeah, that was costing us $500 a day. And no one was actually doing it. Blow it. Let's get rid of that. What else have we not got going on? Alcoholics group therapy, we've got 1 there for that. And parole hearings. Do you know what? let's go down to just 2, because there's only 2 there, and 2 from 2 to 6. Because we don't have that many people that need parole at the moment. Workshop safety induction. Why is that not scheduled? Whoopsie daisy. I want that scheduled. I want more people to get into the workshop and start making license plates for me. And the rest of this stuff, carpentry apprenticeship and general education, you know what? Yep. Don't particularly care about that, quite frankly, at this particular point in time. 2 finished and 2 passed. Okay. So, that's brought us back up, which is quite nice. I'm very happy with that. It's given us a good amount of extra cash that'll start to add to our balance, which means I could probably afford a bloody table. Let me have a look. Objects, office desk, this way, and a chair. Good. At least I've got one room populated over in this section. So that's taken care of that. We got enough. 500 bucks might just be enough. Let's see. Objects, beds. So we're going to have a bed, $200 each. Bed. Cool. Toilet, $100. We can afford 1 toilet. We can afford some lights. We're going to need a drain for each of these cells. So we still need a toilet in there. We're going to need some shower heads. Good-o. And what else do we need? Just crank it up to full speed for a moment. A bookshelf? Do they deserve one? May as well. This way. Good-o. That looks nice. Whoop. Howdy, boys. That's what you get for setting it to 3 speed. So a bookshelf, prayer mat. That shouldn't be too expensive. Wow, they're $50. Okay. Insufficient funds. We'll just give it a second, see if it ticks over. No. Anytime. Boom. Okay. Now we just need $100 for a toilet in there. And that will be our hero cells. Whoops. Oh, whoops. Nice work. Let's get rid of that, shall we? And then we'll get a toilet. Dink, dink, dink. Into here. Boom. Great. Got a bit more cash? Not quite. Okay, so we're going to need a couple of jail doors in a moment. Which will let us fill out these 2 cells. And then we can start working on cloning them down. So that we can populate out this cell. We'll turn on intake for normal sec straight away. And make sure that they can get in here. That should be MedSec as well. Thank you. Make sure that these MedSec prisoners can start getting shoved into this section. They're not going to have anything to eat straight off the bat, which is a bit dangerous. But we can juggle that. As they come in, we can build some cookers and a table for them. Hopefully balance that out. Alright, well look. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Until next time, I've been Astro. Thank you for watching Prison Architect.